Coming up on Mountain News First at 4, we check in with one Eastern Kentuckian living in a travel trailer to see how they are staying warm. Plus, we have the latest from Kentucky Power on how crews are working to keep the lights on.
And we've stayed in the single digits today. We're not getting much warmer tonight. The latest on dangerous cold coming up as First at 4 continues.
Mountain News First at 4 continues.
Temperatures remain dangerously cold across the state and much of the country, and we are not expected to go above freezing until sometime next week. Meteorologist Evan Hatter continues our First Alert Weather Day coverage with a look at the Christmas weekend cold outlook. Evan.
That's right, Steve. We've got goose eggs out there on thermometers because temperatures staying near zero. Here's the look outside from UVA-Y. It's really kind of a pretty scene once you get past the fact that it's 0 degrees outside. You can see the blue sky kind of mixing with the clouds. There's a little bit of breakup in the clouds that have been so prevalent throughout the region today. Here's a look out front here at WYMT. Still have snow on the front walk. And we are at a balmy 1 degree here in Hazard. Temperatures, along with their feels like wind chills, it is 0 in Ashland, feels like 22 below. 2 below in Moorhead, feels like 21 below. And yeah, most of us within about a degree or two of 0, and we'll stay that way as we head through tonight. Those wind chills brutal, near 15 to 20 below in many spots, and it's not getting any warmer. That's why the wind chill advisory remains in effect. The wind chill warning remains in effect for our folks in East Tennessee, Southwest Virginia, and Western West Virginia, plus Lawrence County through tomorrow morning. Wind chill advisory lasts through early tomorrow afternoon for the rest of us, as we finally, by that point, look to work back up above advisory criteria, which is 10 below 0 on the wind chill. But that remains in effect through the night tonight. Yes, we have the clouds in place, but our low pressure is well off to the north and east. So nothing much else in terms of the cold expected for us other than the cold, but that continues into tomorrow. So if you have any Christmas Eve plans, it's looking chilly, dry but chilly with temperatures staying in the mid-teens. Details on when we finally get back above freezing in a few minutes. Steve?
All right, Evan, thank you. Flood survivors in travel trailers are battling the cold, in some cases with minimum resources. WYMT's Chandler Wilcox has more on how Eastern Kentuckians are braving through the Arctic blast.
I've got 5 layers on today, along with a lot of people here in the travel trailers, and it is still unbelievably cold. Some are relying on space heaters, others solely on coats and hand warmers as pipes and heat pumps have frozen over. Flood survivor Michelle Reed says many people like herself in trailers feel helpless.
I woke up freezing cold. I've got my bedroom doors shut. I've got the windows covered in there with that shut, the bathroom shut.
Here in Carr Creek, maintenance workers are trying to get pipes and other things to work again by using heat guns, but those efforts have become even harder with the temperatures. In Knott County, Chandler Wilcox, WYMT Mountain News.
I promise you, Chandler is in the newsroom now getting warm. We will have more on how flood victims are dealing with this cold tonight at 6 o'clock. Winter weather is causing more work for utility crews around the region, and Kentucky Power officials are asking for patience as they work to reconnect. Officials with Kentucky Power say crews have been preparing since Monday, forming plans and pooling resources ahead of last night's snow. Working against the wind starting Friday with more than 3,000 customers in the dark at the beginning of the day. Those numbers improved to less than 1,000 outages by the afternoon, and they believe around 95% of customers will have power again in time for Christmas, weather permitting.
Our crews are working around the clock, and they're out in this cold, and they are restoring power as quickly as possible. We do have the resources we need.
Kentucky Power reps say the crews have already made significant progress in getting the electricity flowing again. Hear more about the efforts to keep folks connected coming up tonight at 6. The Veterans Club in Louisville is helping those without a home stay safe in the cold. It's part of a mission known as Operation Outreach. The Veterans Club is distributing supplies to people without a home. They handed out tents, blankets, hats, socks, food, and hygiene products.
We wanted to make sure that we brought things out here to folks who unfortunately are living on the street so that we can make sure they're protected from the elements. We know that there are shelters out here, but not everybody can go to one of those, or not everybody wants to.
Operation White Flag is in effect right now. Any shelter that's flying a white flag is participating. There are also warming shelters set up in different parts of Jefferson County, including one at the Kentucky Expo Center. Now, you can find a list of warming shelters across eastern Kentucky on our website. Coming up on First at 4, major car makers are under fire by lawmakers because of where they are getting their parts for cars.
Plus, cold air remains firmly in place as we head through tonight, though details on when we finally return, at least above freezing, in a few minutes.